All right, so next we're going to talk about saving your Touchy file. Now, you might think this is something trivial, but turns out the convention used to save these files is actually really important and useful. All right, so I've got this Cycle 8 Touch 1 commercial select northeast. This was my first touch, my 8th cycle on these leads. Now, I've already sent out this touch, and I want to send out a second touch. So, in order to do that, I need to resave this touch as a Touch 2 document. So we're going to go to File, Save As, and I've saved my Mass Touch folder on my desktop. So I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go to my Cycles subfolder. And if you haven't created your folders, go to the web page, and there's a setup area on the Getting Started tab, and there's a video there to show you how to set up these folders. So go to the Cycles folder, and all I'm going to change is this 1 to a 2. So it's going to be Cycle 8 Touch 2. Now it's important that we follow this convention. You start with the word cycle, you then label what number cycle you're on, followed by touch, and then what number touch it is, and then followed by words to help you know what's going on with those leads. Like these are commercial select northeast leads. I could have wrote commercial select northeast A and B leads. Just some English so that you know what's going on there. Let's see here. I'm going to go to Touchy. The naming convention is as followed. I'm sure you understand it, but cycle X, touch Y underscore Z, where X is the cycle number, Y is the touch number, and Z are words to describe the cycle. And by the way, Touchy, Touch Y, this is how the name for the Touchy came about, if you're wondering, is that right there. And the reason why we name this like this is because if you have a bunch of these, say you have 50 cycles, and you sort these cycles by name, it'll group all the touches together. That way you can see, if you're running multiple cycles at the same time, you can see which cycles you're running and which cycles are finished. I like cycle 7 touch 1, cycle 8 touch 1. I don't have touch 2 or touch 3 there, so it goes to say that these are both unfinished cycles if you're running parallel cycles. Also, if this was a touch 3 in my final cycle, I could write something like this to make my life even easier. Underscore last touch, or end, something like that. But it's just that simple. So if you've got that down, this convention, cycle X touch Y underscore Z, I think you're good to go.